And we won. There's no hope of stopping her. The Order of No Quarter will sweep through the land without mercy. She's too strong. The strength of her former self gives me hope she can be reached. A fool's errand. She will destroy you as she did me, and show her no remorse. I have no choice but to serve. I am now bound to her, perhaps forever. Then maybe we shall cross paths again. Keep her safe, Donovan. Dark times await us all. Until Shovel Knight shows up. And he grew? Like, he grew a couple feet there. And we got victory. And that is Specter of Torment. I have to be honest, this is probably my favorite of the 3 campaigns so far. I loved using Specter Knight. How mobile Specter Knight is definitely the way that I like to play. The ability to dash and to climb walls, although it was a little strange at times. The only problem that I had was the downward slash. That was it. Everything else was a lot of fun. Even the grinding on the rails was fun. The climbing mechanics were a lot of fun. Of the 3, it was my favorite. With that said, I feel like the story is not as good, although it would be really good all by itself. Knowing what happens in the main campaign, this doesn't make as much sense as I would like it to. But of the 3 stories, this one's up there. I don't know. Shovel Knight was also a contender. Plague Knight was just kind of far behind. But the story of sacrifice and recruiting, I fully enjoyed it. But yeah, the levels and how they changed over time didn't make all the sense in the world. But otherwise, this was probably my favorite story to go through. I really did enjoy it. Lots of Wozniaks got born, apparently. Baby Yukun, Marceline Herbster. But yeah, this one was my favorite. It didn't feel like a rehash of the original campaign like Plague Knight did. Plague Knight was supposed to be a side story, like an alternate story. This one was supposed to be a prequel, so it makes sense for it to be different, but it doesn't make sense for it to be harder, in my opinion. As you go through the levels, they should be easier, and then maybe the Order of No Quarter just didn't know that Shovel Knight was still out there and existed, and that's why it's easier with him than it is with Specter Knight. But like I said, it was a lot of fun to play. I feel like the curios were a little overpowered though, so I only used Will because, well, you're supposed to be able to go through the game without using any curios, without using any upgrades. So I thought it was best if I didn't use these overpowered things that let me go through walls, lock onto targets, and hit them from across the screen. Like, that just didn't seem right. All right, let's take a look at my record. Total deaths. I died once in the plains, died once at the... Yeah, I pretty much died in most places. Looks like the Clockwork Tower was the worst. Yeah, most places I just kind of died once. Yeah, Clockwork Tower was the worst. I didn't anticipate that because it didn't feel like that it was that difficult compared to some of the other struggles that I had. Lost 31 lives, no surprise. My favorite curio was the heal spell. Total hull 128,000. I lost 9,000 of it. I played for 5 hours. Total item completion 98%. I feel like that is because I did not turn in those last 2 skulls. I feel like I got everything else in the game. Just need to go turn them in, and there's no way for me to do that in the first campaign. So, thank you for playing. We will go turn in my last 2 skulls, and we'll see what I get from that. Oh, do we have an after credits scene here? Something nice in the lich yard? Your boy is a handful, Luan, but he will be safe. Oh, Rise is Luan's kid. There we go. That's a promise I can now keep. Well, one last reverie. He simply made off with his boots? Incredible, that's one way to make a grand escape. I was reckless in my youth, much like my own son. Brash, naive. It's a wonder I've lived to tell such tales. Nonsense. We too shall prosper for 100 years, and your boy takes after his father. He does. Donovan, I've been meaning to give you something. Is this a locket? I worry about him, Donovan. He's grown so fast. If fate should claim me before my time, he'll have no one to protect him from his own flights of fancy. This is an old family keepsake. You were family to me, and I would hope you'd be family to Rise. Luan, I would lay down my life to save his. I promise. Yep, this seals it. It's my favorite story of the three. The end. All right, so we have beaten the game, as is custom, apparently. We're gonna go through, new quest awaits. We unlock challenge mode. We will go through challenge mode, and we've got the sound test. We will start by going through the game kind of like a New Game Plus, but we're not gonna spend too much time on it. Start New Game Plus? Yes. I will retain my collected equipment. Darkness and will are fused together as one ever-depleting resource. Interesting. Yeah, we don't need to go through all of this again. All right, Darkness and Will, they're interesting mechanic here. So I'm getting Prince of Persia Warrior Within vibes right now. But we will keep going. Yeah, interesting mechanic, but ultimately we're just trying to get to the tower again so that we can turn in everything else that we need to turn in and show off what you get for 100% completion. Because they have been talking about it for a while, and there is actually a thing that you get. And there is a spider on my screen. I'm just gonna let it live there for a little bit. Okay. We need to go fast. There's so much will I need to get. Alright, so we have to try to get back to the tower so that we can show off, like I said, what happens when you turn in all the skulls. There is something that actually happens, and I want to show that off. There's not a lot of enemies on this one, so no surprises. There's not all that much will replenishing going on here. But yeah, this is my favorite fighting mechanic that we've done in the series. For the record, oh shit, spider is right there. All right. That's slowly crawling up the screen. All right, we need to get more everything. We just need to kind of go fast here because that's the way that they want me to play now. New Game Plus, this is the first time there's actually an interesting mechanic in New Game Plus. I still don't feel the need to go through it and play it because I don't think anything's going to be different because I've, gotten everything. All right, let's head over here. I was hoping there would be Will over here. Guess not. That wasn't even worth it. Alright, up here. Oh, right. I don't know if this is worth it either. We're gonna go for it. Nope. 45 is not worth it. Yeah, I have a feeling I would die a lot doing this because I've been relying on the healing the whole time. To take that away is not helpful for me. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm back up to full. It's an interesting mechanic. I'm not sure how I feel about it long term, but right now it's all right. It's just kind of weird sometimes how you have to drop past the obstacle that you're trying to climb in order to get the angle right for your slashes. Anything? Nope. You know there's got to be something up here, though. It's just money. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even going to continue this playthrough, really. I'm just going to get to town and move on. Then we'll head over to the challenges. Challenges should be pretty interesting. There's a lot of mechanics that I did not use in my playthrough because I felt like they were going to be overpowered. So it'll be interesting to see how they give me those powers, but still try to make something a bit of a challenge. No, over... There we go. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the spider. It is off my screen now. All right, we're still going though. Once again, don't know why I'm going so hard into that kind of stuff. Feels like I'm not getting all that much of my darkness and will back. That was another thing over there. But that would explain why they were so good about giving a lot of darkness back when I felt like how much are you expecting me to use my my curios here? But this would explain it. For New Game Plus, it makes sense for, you know, bosses to drop darkness in the middle of fights and stuff like that. So they did have a plan for it eventually. Okay, so that should be the end here. Is there something on this side? Nope. But checkpoints give me a refill. Okay, good to know. Yeah, we have gone through this. We don't care anymore. We're gonna take you on. Come, Terrapin! Or Terrapin. It ended up being okay, I think. Okay. See, they give me will back in the middle of fights. And I've always wondered why, like I said, how much are you expecting me to use my curios? But it was for New Game Plus. You're almost dead. Alright, down you go. And we did it! That fighting style. Could it be Donovan? Yes, it is Donovan. Keep in mind, we've been Donovan this whole time. That's probably going to be important for something. Alright, can we just go? Nope, we have to go through this again. Okay, now we can go. We can turn in the final. Hey, look, everybody's still here. 500 gold for each. I have everything I need. Ha! That's the last one. Well done. As thanks, I prepared a little surprise. Follow me once more into the tower depths. And we got Skullseeker for our trouble. Oh, I still lose darkness and will while I'm in here? Would you look at this rubble? What possibly could have happened here? Who could say? Indeed. Well, here's what I found. I want you to have it. And we got the Donovan set. Impeccable, isn't it? Really, it's like it was made just for you. I found these alongside it. Not quite magical enough for my taste. It's hardly worthy of being called a curio. And we got the caltrops. Thank you, Red. The pleasure is all mine. Both of us might be a touch too sentimental for undead life. I don't know what you're plotting against the Enchantress, but be careful, Specter Knight. Alright, so we got the Donovan set. And now they automatically give me Donovan here. So yeah, Donovan, he functions pretty much the same. I can throw the caltrops. Ha! Doesn't like somebody need to step on that? They don't last nearly as long as I wanted. Okay. He'll definitely step on that one. Yeah, I don't know. Caltrop's not my favorite. Donovan, it can work, but it's not necessarily the best. So that is what I wanted to show off. So that is going to do it for these parts of, and this Let's Play of, Shovel Knight, Specter of Torment. We of course have bonus videos to go through. We will tackle all of the challenges. I'll go through the sound test a bit. But we'll take care of that in bonus videos. That is going to do it for these parts. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined as always by Donovan. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.